guys, and welcome back to another episode of What's Up with Faith Ida. And from the title of this video, you already know this is one of my favorite types of videos to do. It's a get ready with me video. This one is get ready with me to film for my birthday shoot. Get ready with me for my in-house birthday shoot. But while we do that, while we'll prepare or get ready for my birthday shoot, I'm going to be shooting myself today in my bedroom, which is a mess, if you can see everything that is going on in my background, because I've just come back from a trip and I've literally had the craziest of the craziest days. Is that an excuse? It's not a good excuse, but I've not had the time to clean my room yet, so it's a mess. But I'm going to be doing a birthday shoot, a mini birthday shoot in this room today. Mind you, this was a last minute plan because I had no intentions of doing any birthday shoots, but I saw like a mini concept and I was like, oh, let me just do something. So yeah, but while we are doing this video, while we are getting ready for this shoot, we're gonna also be talking about propaganda that I'm not falling for, because there's just some vibes I see and I'm like, no way I'm putting up with these things. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about some propaganda that I am not falling for, not in this world, not anytime soon. Hey, ready? Bring out your guns, bring out your bazooka, because I'm about to touch on some sensitive things. You can't come for the birthday girl, it's not allowed, okay? I get a free pass since it's my birthday all day this month. So guys, we are gonna start from somewhere. To be fair, I really don't know where to start with this, because I'm like, I have like 1,000,001 things or 1,000,001 propaganda that I am not falling for, but we have to start somewhere, and obviously this video cannot accommodate all of my thoughts, so I'm gonna prioritize, that's the word. So first thing first, as a self-acclaimed travel lover or travel enthusiast, whatever it is you want to call me, or tourist, the first propaganda that I am not falling for is traveling for just 2 or 3 days. Well, except the goal is just to take a break, like a mental break from your current environment, I really do not see the point. I want to travel for a month. I'm not gotten to that point yet, right? But I want to live like a local. When I go to a new country, I want to stay there long enough that I am not doing what I currently do on all of my trips. Like, I want to do 10,000,001 things in one day. It is because I cannot afford to currently stay as long as I want in the country that I've just visited. So that's why I'm doing everything that I need to do in 1 day or in 2 days. But yeah, one propaganda I'm not falling for is traveling for just 2 or 3 days, making a short trip. Like, no, I want to stay a minimum of 1 month, live like a local. How do they call it? Slow traveling. Yeah, I want to experience slow traveling. I want to enjoy my time. I want to take my time to experience the culture. I don't just want to tick it off my box that, oh, I've been to this country, or I've been to country 10 or country 15 or country 100. I'm not about counting countries or cities that I've visited. It's about the experience for me. So I want to be able to afford to travel, and not just travel because I'm trying to tick a list or tick something out of my bucket list, but because I actually want to experience people and their culture. So yeah, a propaganda that I'm not falling for is backpacking. Is that what they call it? Yeah, but traveling for 2-3 days, short trips, I'm literally not for it. I love slow travels. I want to be a slow traveler. I want to take my time to enjoy a new place, to enjoy a new city. Or like, I want to see what it is like to have a slow morning in a new place, have a breath of fresh air. Like, when I go, I can tell you in details what these people are, what their cultures are like, what is normal, what is not normal amongst them. I don't just want to go to a place and be like, oh, I visited the Eiffel Tower, or I visited the most popular place in that city or in that country, and say, yeah, I've traveled. That's not the life I want. That's currently what I am doing, mind you. That's currently my reality. When I travel, it's mainly just sticking off places off my boxes. But the only reason why that is my current reality is because I'm not rich enough to slow travel. But yeah, that's just not one propaganda that I want to fall for. Like, no, I don't want to do a travel on Friday, come back on Sunday kind of trip. No, that's not the kind of traveler that I am. I don't want to do a travel on Monday, come back next Monday. No, I want to be travel in January, come back in May. Travel in January, come back in March. That's the kind of traveler that I want to be. Yeah. And when I say travel for that long, I don't mean travel for a month or 2 months and visit 10 cities at a go. No. It's not giving me enough time to experience the city or the country the way I want to experience it. So yeah, taking my time, one day at a go, like come out. And we're not, my husband keeps saying that every time I travel I'm thinking I want to do 1,000,001 things. The only reason I'm doing that is because so that I can take everything off my box. But when I'm rich enough to afford the real me, I don't want to be doing 10,000 things in one day. I want to wake up, take a slow money, come out at the later part of the day and, you know, go about my day like the locals would. That's the kind of life that I want to live as a travel enthusiast. I hope some travel brands are listening to this right now and saying, yes, I'm going to sponsor our first 3 months trip, all expense paid. I'm up for it, baby. We're manifested. I always say that this is my favorite part or favorite step of my makeup routine, and I know I look a bit scary right now, but we're gonna leave all of this to dry out, and while we'll do that, we're gonna move on to the second propaganda that I am not falling for. And this is just a little bit away from traveling, but you know when people say that they are heartbroken and so they cannot eat, or somebody broke their heart, or somebody offended them, or they are upset, or they are not in the mood and they're like, oh, they lost their appetite. In the words of a wise woman, you better eat. Ofe spaghetti, you better eat. I cannot understand how you are saying that you are angry and you cannot eat. See, for me, that's one propaganda that I'm not falling for. No matter what I'm feeling, no matter how I'm feeling, am I angry, am I sad, am I excited, am I feeling lustful even, it doesn't matter how I'm feeling, the first thing I have to do is eat. Like, I eat my emotions, I eat my feelings, and I'm trying to unlearn that. If I'm being honest, I'm never going to lie to you, but it doesn't matter the situation. Food is the first thing first. You need to first eat so that you'll be in the mood to think about to gather your thoughts properly. I was sharing earlier on today, something happened today. I don't want to go into details here, and I was saying that the first thing I felt when I got the news, or when I was heartbroken, the first thing I'm like, let me just go home and eat my feelings, because there's no problem that food cannot solve. There's no problem that God cannot solve. But I feel like food is one of God's greatest concepts after sleep. Like, no matter what's happening, just first of all, eat and sleep. So all those ones that people say, oh,
I'm so sad, I cannot eat,
or
somebody broke my heart, so I just lost my appetite.
One thing about me, I must eat. I must eat. Like, that just summarizes it. So that's one propaganda that I'm not falling for. Not eating because I'm sad or angry or annoyed or whatever. I am eating. I'm sorry. Okay, so now I'm hoping I don't look as scary. I still do look scary, but I'm hoping I don't look as scary. Okay, so the next propaganda that I'm not falling for is that money doesn't take away life's problem. I refuse to be a part of that argument. I refuse to be a part of that ideology. For me, every single one of my problem, every single one of my current challenge is one way or the other related to my finances. If I'm not broke, if I'm not going through the financial criticality, I don't even know the right word to use. If I'm not going through the financial predicament I'm currently going through, then I don't have any challenge at all. Like, why would you say money doesn't solve people's problems? Like, yeah, I know there are a few things that money cannot actually solve, but those people who actually have this point of argument, or those people who are always standing on this part of the argument, are those that actually have access to the money. You would never hear a broke person or somebody that is struggling to make money actually be on the ground that money doesn't solve problems. It's the people who have the money, but the people that don't have the money. So I'm sorry, maybe when I'm there, yes, maybe when I have all the money that I need to have, God forbid, I will not see anything that will make me say money doesn't solve everybody's problems. But I cannot stand on anger. And for now, we live in a world where a lot of things are driven by money. So I'm trying to think the quality of life money gives to you, the amount of accessibility, the kind of things that you can access when you have money, I feel like it's limitless. So I cannot for now stand on the ground that money cannot solve anything. And like I said, God forbid, I will never get to see anything that money cannot solve. So no, I'm not falling for that propaganda. That let me have the money first and decide whether or not money solves everything. But for now, I cannot stand on the propaganda, or I cannot stand for that propaganda that money doesn't solve everything. Money takes away life's problem. Every one of my challenge, every one of my current predicament, every one of the things that I'm currently stressed about is tied to, is related directly or indirectly to money. So no, I'm not going to fall for that propaganda that money doesn't take away life's problems. Money does take away 99% of life's problems. You need ego for it. Kind of like went on to finish my skin work and literally just got carried away and started my eye look off camera. It's because I'm rushing now because it's currently 15 minutes after 5 in the evening and the sun is going down, so I don't want the sun to go down totally before I do my makeup. Otherwise there's going to be no lightning for me to take my pictures and my videos because I've got no artificial lightning apart from the light up. So literally I got carried away with doing my makeup. But back to it now. What is the next propaganda that I am not falling for? Let's see. Okay, this one is easy. Misandry. Oh, that's one propaganda that I'm not falling for because I do not believe that there is anything like misandry. I'm sorry. Like, people come and say when women talk about feminism, I feel like I'm always bringing feminism into everything. But when people are vocal about feminism, people are like, oh, you hate a man, just come out plain, just say that you're a misandrist. I do not believe that there's anything like misandry. I do not feel like women are angry enough to the extent that you'll be saying women hate men enough for us to now call it misandry. Plus, it's literally all talk. Women just say, oh, don't do this or don't do that. I've literally not even seen anything that would say, oh, this thing is too extreme enough for me to say that women are men hating. So no, I do not believe that misandry exists. I feel like I don't know the right words to say when it comes to this particular topic, but that's one propaganda that I'm not falling for. I do not believe that misandry exists. I do not believe that women hate men enough for us to call it misandry. Somebody was talking one day and was saying that, oh, if they catch their rapists, I'm gonna blur that part. Or if they catch the person who sexually abused them, they should unalive them. And people are like, oh, you're a misandrist. And I'm like, sorry, am I supposed to pray for my hater? I know we are Christians and we're like, oh, pray for those who persecute you and who sin against you, but blah, 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 blah. Let's be realistic. People have emotions and not everyone is a Christian. I need us to start thinking about things from that perspective as well. And I'm not trying to derail from the original conversation, but this is just me giving an example of why I do not believe that women are misandrist, or why I do not believe that there is anything like misandry. That's one propaganda I'm not gonna fall for. Women are still partnering with men. Women are still betting for men. I don't want to say for men because it's still their children. With men, women are still very much involved in men's everyday life, and I've not seen one, oh, let's unalive men because they did this, or let's do this to men because they did this. I've not seen it play out in reality for real. So no, women don't hate men. It's not women who's killing themselves. It's not women who's killing men. It's not women who's abusing men. So no, there's nothing like misandry, except you want to show me real statistics and real data to say that this is how much harm that women have caused to men. Then I can agree with you, or I can decide to have that conversation with you that, oh, maybe misandry does exist. But for now, that's one propaganda that I'm not falling for. There is nothing like misandry. It's just a societal concept that men are trying to raise to shut women up when they are speaking about the discrimination or marginalization that they face in our society. Misandry does not exist. Welcome to my TED Talk. So I have not gone ahead to finish my eye look. I literally did not do too much, but it's coming out really nice. I've used my Revolution palette, and I used this, is it brown now or wine, or I don't know, it's not brown but it's not wine at the same time, but I use this as my base for the outer part. And I've used this is looking like dark brown, but on my eyes it's looking very brownish-y. But yeah, I do like the look. It's giving brighter, it's giving classy. Now for the next propaganda that I am not falling for. I am not falling for waiting for a man to come and save you. You know how women will fantasize about, oh, I cannot wait to marry a rich man. See, even me, I joke about it all the time. And it's allowed for us to make jokes, right? Oh, we're like, oh, I cannot wait for a man to do this. I cannot wait for... But if you are not joking, if it goes beyond joking, if you're actually serious about it, that you're just laying in bed or just laying down waiting for a savior in the form of a man, that, oh, a rich man will come and marry you out of poverty, or a rich man will come and marry you out of a certain situation so that they can spoil your life, or you are praying for your imaginary man, not the man that you already have, oh, an imaginary one that, oh, God will just bless the autonomy of being blessed, or the grace of being blessed, the favor of being blessed, is it only limited to a man? Why can't you pray for yourself to be blessed? Mind you, I'm not saying don't pray for your partner. That's not what I'm saying. But waiting for an imaginary man that you all, like I've heard people say they are doing kayamata for a man to dash them money, and I'm like, it does not make sense. Why are you not doing the kayamata for yourself to blow, and so that you can, like, why do we romanticize? I cannot speak English again, but why do we romanticize the idea of being saved by a knight in shiny armor? Like, I don't know, it's just giving, I don't know, it's just the propaganda that I cannot fall for. Like, women go all the ends of the world, they go to the extreme just to have a man that can do all the things that you can do for yourself. Let me tell you, my fine lady, if you're watching this video, there is nothing that a man can give to you. There is nothing that a man can do for you that you cannot do for yourself, that you do not have the capacity of doing for yourself. Let it be that anything a man is doing for you, anything a man decides to do for you, let it be an extra. And see, let me tell you, I know that you're like, what you have or who you are does not really determine how anybody treats you, but there's a certain level of respect that everybody will have for you if you self can move mountains. Do you understand? So we go all the earth, we go all the, like, there was a time I was talking to somebody, they're like, oh, they're just praying for their man to do this, for God to bless their man so that they can do this for them. And I'm like, you're praying for, like, I understand, like I said earlier, I'm not saying don't pray for your man. I pray for my man. I'm not going to be a hypocrite, but the same prayers I can pray for my man, I can also pray for myself, right? Like, why are you praying to God to do something for your man so that your man can do it for you when you can just go direct? Why are we cutting through the corners? Why can't we just pray direct and say, God, do this thing for me, or give me the capacity, the grace to do this thing? Except, fine, like, sometimes it's really nice when you just get stuff done for you. That's different. But that you live your entire life just centering on a man is coming to save you, or a man is coming to redeem you out of poverty, or a man is going to do this for you, all the nice things that you want for yourself. You are not looking for ways that you can get those things done for you by you. You are waiting for an imaginary man, or you're waiting for one man that you probably never ever meet. This is not Nollywood movie. This is not Indian movie that a rich man will come and fall for a girl or something. See, you too, you have the capacity, you have the grace to do everything you want to do for yourself. So I'm not saying don't pray for your man. I'm not saying don't pray for your imaginary man, imaginary future boyfriend, future husband, future anything. But one propaganda I'm not falling for is just laying back and waiting for a savior in the form of a man. No, I'm not falling for that. No, I'm sorry, sis. Mind you, I'm not saying manifest a broke nigga for yourself. I'm not saying manifest a broke man for yourself. Affliction shall not rise again. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying, oh, just be ready to settle for less. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that when we overemphasize, or when we are overly focused on a man that will come and save us, it's just giving you don't even believe in yourself. You don't believe that there are certain things you can do. You don't believe that you can move mountains. You don't believe that you can be there. If a man has billions, why do you think you cannot make your own billions? Why do you think you do not have the capacity to make your own billions? And here, that's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying settle for less. I'm not saying don't pray for your partner or don't pray for your future partner. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that everything that you expect that a nigga will do for you or a man will do for you, I hope you believe too that you can do that thing for yourself. So it's not just about just waiting and hoping for your man's savior. It's also about doing the work for yourself and praying to God for yourself as well, that you can do those things that you desire for a man to do for you. Do you get it? Do you get what I'm saying? We're nearly there now, guys. We're nearly there. I've gone in with some blush. Can you guess my favorite blush color? Like I always say it all the time. It's orange. So we've got some orange blush in there. And the next thing, we're going to go in with some highlighter now. I'm just going to take just a bit of that. And the next thing that next propaganda that I am not falling for has to be... My head literally went blank. The next propaganda that I'm not falling for, you know when people say, oh, don't post personal things on the internet. I'm like, hey, let's hold it there. What do you mean don't post personal things on the internet? How am I going to stay entertained? What gist will I use to lalongs at the end of the week or during my night shifts when I'm bored and I'm thinking about my life choices? I'm like, is this the job I really want to be doing for the rest of my life? Is that your olofofo? That your personal story that you came to share for us? That's what I want to use to lalongs. That's what I want to use to survive that my boring time at work. So please, I'm not falling for that propaganda at all. Let people share. They will be like, oh, don't you have close friends that you can send this thing? Oh, this thing is a bit too personal to come and share on the internet. You know, concern you. Just leave them. Let them share it. I'm not falling for that propaganda. Will I take my personal business to the internet? Nope. But should people who want to do it? Very much in support of it. I am very much in support of it. Please let people do what they want to do in this case. Like, if you want to bring your personal story to share on the internet, I'm very much here to listen to it. And I'm very much here. I will not comment. Oh, I'm not one of those wicked people that will judge you for your thoughts. I will judge you inside my mind if I need to judge you. I will not comment. I'm not one of those trolls. I will not give my 1 or 2 cents. And I will not say anything regarding the conversation, but I am going to follow the storyline from the beginning to the ending and use it to entertain myself. So please, I'm not falling for that propaganda, or I'm not supporting that propaganda. By all means, share your personal life stories on the internet. I need it to stay entertained. I need it to keep myself busy. That said, I think I might have applied a little too much highlighter there. But yeah. It's giving pistachio. Is that how they used to call it? Yeah. Guys, look at that makeup. Like, it's giving. Like, I've just finished doing my makeup and I'm obsessed. I went out to do my lippy. I think I might still do 1 or 2 finishing touches just because I want some glitters on my face. But my makeup is eating. Like, it's eating. You have to agree with me. It's eating. Hey! Okay, so guys, let's talk about I still have a couple more items that I was going to talk about, but I think I'm going to just leave my hot takes out of it. So I'm going to just talk about just this last one, and this is because I was having this conversation recently with my husband. I'm always my husbanding in my videos, and I don't think I like it. But yeah, I was having this conversation recently with my husband a couple of days ago, and this draws me back again to the idea of sharing personal stuff on the internet. There was this pastor they dragged on Twitter regarding some personal stuff he shared. If you're on Twitter, you will know the story I'm referring to, right? But so this conversation came up where people were like, oh, some of the things that were found that he used to tweet about were in his past and we should no longer drag him for that, blah, 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 blah. You know what propaganda that I'm not falling for as a church? I think it's a slippery slope when we try to, I know our things have passed away. I know we've been saved by grace. It's not about what we've done. All of us have one thing. Like, none of us were born like a Christian. None of us were born brand new. God had to redeem us from sin and our past at some point or the other. Even if you were born in church, even if your parents were pastors or whatnot, at some point we've fallen short of God's mercy, right? We've fallen into sin, and I understand. But I think it's a slippery slope when we want to group no matter what somebody has done. Like, we're not saying we're throwing, we cannot, the Bible says, judge not that ye may not be judged. I'm not saying, oh, let's cast a stone on them and let's judge them and let's crucify them, right? But now saying that, oh, let's not talk about this thing again that this person did. Let's just leave it because all things have passed away. Maybe my theological knowledge is failing me now, or I'm not wise enough to speak on this topic, but I just feel like that's one propaganda that I don't want to fall into, or I don't want to fall for, because like I've been saying, it's just a slippery slope. Like, we're saying that people can do the wrongest of the wrongest things and we cannot now speak on it. See, I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying judge them. God has forgiven them, and in the eyes of God has forgotten their past, right? It doesn't mean that we erase the consequences of their sins. We're talking about people who have committed murder. We're talking about people who have raped people. We're talking about people who have sexually assaulted other people. Serious crimes. And we're saying, no, this person is now a Christian. Let's no longer talk about this thing. Or this person is now a Christian. All things have passed away. all things have passed away. If that person had been arrested for their crimes, you will not say this person is now a Christian, and because they've given their life to God, the law of the court should no longer sentence them, or they should no longer serve their jail term. That's not going to happen. They've repented. In the sight of God, all things have indeed passed away. But it doesn't mean that that's consequence for their sin, they're not going to face it, because this is quite sensitive, and I don't want to start like dragging, and I don't know. But we what happened in the last couple of weeks on this subject, we saw Christians dragging their fellow Christians. Somebody called another church member a Satan just because they were like, yeah, I do believe that all things have passed away, but I still think that you should bear the consequences of your sin. And see, I'm acknowledging that even me myself, I am a sinner, or I was once a sinner, and there are things too, whether or not I want to group them as small sin as sin. I don't think people should not face the consequences of their sin, because let's not forget the other people who are the other side of things as well. It means that we're trying to shut Christians who have been victims of abuse one way or the other, or who have been victims of other people's sin, whether male or female. We're trying to shut them up, because if we're telling them that, oh, this person has given their life to Christ and all things have passed away, all things have become new, then those people will be so laid back or withdraw back when they need to come and share their experience, because they're like, oh, these people are going to chastise me, or these people are going to shut me down because, oh, this person is not a Christian, this person is not a pastor, this person has not given their life to God. Who's going to listen to me anyways? Because they're just going to be like, oh, you want to bring a man of God down, or you want to bring a new Christian down. So I just think that's just one propaganda that I'm not going to fall for. I'm rushing now in the subject of this topic because I'm running out of space. Am I not always running out of space? But yeah, guys, that's just one propaganda that I'm not falling for. All things have passed away. God has redeemed you, but while on earth, you might need to face the consequences of your sin. Let's be knowing what we are doing. But yeah, guys, this is the end of this Get Ready With Me video for my shoot. It's currently 17:55 and the sun is already coming down. I'm gonna show you guys. Yeah, the sun is already coming down, but I need to go and do my birthday shoot now, and I'm also running out of space. So this is where I get to end this video. Let me know what you think about this look. I'm gonna go off camera as well to style my hair. But yeah, thank you for watching this video, and do well to hit the subscribe button if you've enjoyed this. I will see you in my next video. Until then, love and light. Bye, and happy birthday in advance to me. It's currently 5 days to my birthday, in case I did not mention, but yeah.
You gotta just go for it.